Steve, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, guys. I'm going to be honest with you with something that I find that is incredibly unbelievable. As of 2 o'clock this afternoon, a 6-year-old boy from Richneck Elementary School located in Newport News, Virginia, pulled out a gun and shot his teacher over a dispute in the class. Now, whatever the dispute was, nobody knows what it is. Supposedly, he whipped out the gun, shot her. She's in a hospital right now with life-threatening injuries. I don't know what to say with this, guys. I mean, the child is in custody. They're being very they're not telling everything. So it's like the details are a bit murky, but all they're telling us now is it was intentionally done by the 6-year-old. He had an argument or a dispute with his teacher or a teacher, and she was shot, and she's in the hospital with life-threatening injuries right now. Now the school is offering counseling, and the school superintendent spoke. I think the principal spoke, and officers spoke. And you can see that the officers wasn't pleased with some of the questions that the press were asking them. I'll leave a link to the story in the description box. Check it out. But this is a real bad look for us as a society. You know, we sit around and we always talk about, you know, how rough things are. And something like this is shocking to me. I mean, I've seen a lot. It's so many questions. First of all, where did he get this gun at? Second of all, how did you get it in the school? Now, I'm thinking that schools got metal detectors, but you got to remember, this is an elementary school. And what they said is their metal detectors that they have are only used in heightened situations or events. Meaning, I guess, a parent's coming up there to threaten them and they put the metal detectors on, or they got something going on where somebody might be up there estranged with a weapon. But, you know, these are elementary school kids. They're not thinking nothing about somebody bringing a gun to school, and that's what's the case today. Second is, how do you know how to use a real gun? Because a toy gun is different. A real gun is heavy, it's metal. You know, you can see it's different. It has different intricacies on it. So that's the one thing. Another thing is, what type of family life does this young man have? Because he's in custody now, 6 years old. Don't even know what he was doing. I mean, he intentionally pulled the trigger on her. And before we get into this, I want to say, I think this is one of two things, and this is just me from a parental standpoint. I got a 6-year-old daughter, so I can understand the thinking of a child at that age. I think he brought that gun to school, showed it to somebody. This is the first scenario. I think he brought the gun to school to show it to somebody. I don't think he intentionally wanted to shoot that woman. He brought that gun to school, showed somebody. They probably mentioned it near the end of the day, because this happened 2 in the afternoon. I don't know, they must have been about to get out or whatever. Mentioned it to somebody. She asked to look in the bag or something like that. He probably said no, because he thought about he gonna get in trouble or what, something like that. You know, she tried to get the bag or something, or he just whipped the gun out. No. And he just pointed at her. She was like, give me the gun, put the gun down, stop. You know, and he blasted her. I think that's one scenario. Another scenario is she must have made him mad, and he was like, I'll shoot you or something. And things turned the way they were. It's just my perspective. I don't know. This is a child. I don't want to speak negative on the child, because obviously some type of carelessness in his home led to that happening. You know, gun safety. I don't want to go too much into this because, I mean, it's not a lot of details, so it would just be me speculating. And, you know, I want to put it out there to make, like, the parents look bad, because, I mean, the little boy might have just stole the gun from somewhere. He seen it somewhere. They thought it was hidden. He took the gun and went to school, and things happened the way it was. So I don't want to blame the parents neither. But somebody has to take accountability for this situation. The little boy is 6. He's not going to get life or anything like that. But it goes back to what I was telling you a long time ago in a couple of other videos, where we got to watch what we show our children, what they see on TV, stuff that us as adults deem as innocent. We don't have the mind of a 6-year-old child. So we got to watch what they see. You know what I mean? Watch what we say around them. Kids are walking recorders from age 0 months all the way up to 7 years old. Their mind is constantly developing, and their subconscious is recording everything that's seen and heard, you know, whether they can realize it or not. So, you know, we have to watch what we say. But I mean, this is a real bad thing. It makes the school district look bad. It might be a good school. It happened in front of students. He blasted this woman in front of classmates. And who knows the psychological ramifications this has on these other students. They're offering school counseling. That's the best the school can get. And it might be lawsuits out of this thing. And the school ain't got nothing to do with it. And this is one of them things that's sad, because the young man didn't know what he was doing. He probably was emulating something he done seen or heard on TV or in a rap song or in music. I don't want to say rap, just in music, period. And it's like, it's just sad. I mean, it's a Friday, right? Now, I don't know if any of y'all been locked up before. Nobody will go to no jail on Friday. This boy, it's 2 o'clock. This boy probably been in custody. You could tell the cops was upset with him. You know what I mean? It was a sad thing. He probably ain't seen his parents or nothing. They probably just sitting in there just drilling him. You know? And a lot of times people say, oh, well, you know, as a minor, you know, you got to go see your parents. And then that boy's scared to death. Now, am I defending what he did? Hell no. He need his ass beat. But I mean, it's reasons behind everything. So I don't want to shoot nobody under the bus. But I mean, guys, this thing is particularly sad. And, you know, a lot of times, people sitting back hearing this story, me included, sometimes you think like, what the fuck kind of parents you got? What kind of people, you know, because I mean, honestly, like I said, gun safety, you shouldn't have no gun around where that kid can get it. He shouldn't even know it's a gun in the house. Think about that. He shouldn't know it's a gun in the house. Now, we all know kids are mischievous and they're curious. He might have been searching around the house looking for something and came across the gun. That's why I don't want to put the onus on the parents saying it's all their fault. But I mean, sometimes, damn, don't think your kids, you think you know your kids and your kids are above something. Like, hey, my son or daughter won't come in my room. They know better than that. When you ain't there, you don't know what kids will do. And everybody that's a parent know that. Kids will come off one way and be doing something behind your back and you don't even know because you think you know them. Remember, it's another individual mind that thinks differently than you, even though you're trying to put the best values and, you know, manners into the child. It's still a free thinking being. Man, I hope this lady pulls through, and I don't know what's going to happen to the young man, but hopefully it scared him enough to where he's like, he don't want to touch another gun in his life, and he's remorseful. Because, I mean, he's 6 years old. He ain't got no vindictive spirit. But, guys, man, this is sad, man. I just did a video on another, the first mass shooting of the year with French Montana, and now this. Like I said, man, we got to do better as a society. Maybe this, and I mean, it's an elementary school. I know we had other situations in elementary schools with older kids, but this is the first time I've ever seen a little kid like this intentionally pull the gun out and put the heat on the teacher. That's craziness, man. But guys, listen, I'm gonna leave a link to this story at the bottom of the description box. Take a look at it and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Because, man, I mean, I'm beyond words with this. And a lot of you guys are parents out there. Y'all will come up with different ideas and scenarios, different than what I said. Man, hit that comment box, man. I want to hear what y'all say. I'll answer all my comments. So drop something down there and we'll talk about it. As always, I'm Stock Market Steve. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.